as you can see, what the title is. If you lose your Second Amendment, pull this down again. If you lose your Second Amendment, what happens next? If you want to know that answer, you don't have to look any farther than the UK. Jason White, I see you out there, man. I don't know if you guys hear what's going on in the UK right now, but it sounds there's a lot to it that sounds exactly like the same thing that the Florida governor put out the other day that he signed into, quote unquote, his law. But it's a lot worse in the UK. I got some information in now. It hasn't been confirmed yet. It will be over the next 3 weeks. They're saying this is supposed to happen over the next 3 weeks inside and it's the whole UK, the whole country. But they're calling because of the India variant of you know what that came out of India and somehow got to them. And I don't know, do you guys know the name of that variant? It's Kamala. Just like your vice president or slash president in waiting. That's the name of it. But because of this, they're saying that there's going to be a 100% across the board lockdown, a permanent lockdown in the UK. Permanent, folks. It states a permanent lockdown. And it's just like in Florida, the governor that came out and put that mandate in about what they're going to do down there. And if you don't go along with what you're being told, well, you will be locked down into your house. Now, they're even talking about these wristbands. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of the show, the movie called Songbird. If you haven't, look it up. Watch it. Watch the trailers or something on it, people. They're wearing wristbands in that show, too. But they're going to go after the internet in that country. There will not be nobody that's putting anything out that goes against what they're telling everybody to do. And if you do it, or if a platform allows it, they'll go after the platform. But if people do or somehow hack in and get into it and puts information out that doesn't go along with it, these people will be hunted down and dealt with. Now, they have an act in that country that was recently passed, and it's called the You Know What Virus Act of 2020. Gives their government full authority, or whoever's behind this, full authority to do exactly what they're doing. They're going to shut down everybody, man. Anybody that's talking out, if somebody tells on you, they hear you talking about it somewhere and say something bad about the government or whatever's going on, and they call in the little tattletale line, they're going to come and get you. Now, they're saying first offenses are going to be $50,000 fines. Can you pay that? No. Sorry for your luck. Then we're going to have to put you in jail. Now I don't know what all this is going to entail. The information I got, I didn't go over all of it, and but it seems pretty legit, and it's just funny how this Florida governor's aligning with it. Does he know something that nobody else knows, or do they all know and he's the only one doing something about it now? Or are they waiting? The other governors and stuff waiting? And they really are pushing hard to get you guys to all give up your guns. This is what's going to happen if you do. Our Second Amendment's the only reason they haven't just marched on us and just took us over. They've done everything up to that. I mean, we're already a conquered nation. There's no doubt about that. Our flag's wrapped in gold trim. And you guys don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just purdied it up. It just give it some class. Symbols don't mean nothing in this world, people. Symbols and stuff like that don't mean nothing. It's all just fun and games, you know. Nobody believes in any kind of symbolism in this country. That's why icons and all these logos and stuff for these corporations and shit, they pay a high dollar for that stuff. It's all about symbolism. Just like the old that was another symbolism. But then, you know, the fact that this McAfee guy, wound up dead. He's supposedly going to put out all this information. Told him he had a failsafe. And then we have another building in the United States that collapsed on itself by accident. That's as ridiculous to say as everything exists by accident, by a Big Bang theory. Big Bang happening, everything on the earth and everything all happened by accident. Well, that's the same thing about this building right here. It was no accident, but you people will believe it was. There's some other stories coming out. They were working on. Hey, you too, Jason. We'll catch you next time. Just like the towers. Months before the towers fell, they had been working on them towers, doing construction inside. There were some days people weren't even allowed to go into work because of the construction that was going on inside. Now, this same building, and they claimed there were no other explosions other than the explosions happening from the two planes that hit the two buildings and took down the three buildings. But this building down here too, folks, if you listen to the story, they've been working on the roof and getting it to pass inspections or whatever for a while. Who's to say what they were doing when there was areas blocked off that nobody could get into? It's all too easy, folks. Buildings don't fall in their own footprint. They don't do it. They have to be brought down and to make that happen. That's why they call it controlled demolition. If you just went out onto a big old tall building, just, oh, hell, we'll slap some uh, dynamite here and we'll put some C4 over here and just, and it don't explode all at the same time and shit happen all in order, it don't fall straight down, folks. That has to be timed. Everything has to be timed so perfectly to get this stuff to fall straight down. It don't happen. And the lives, I don't care if all the other people are not found, and just what 4 or 5 that's in that they claim has been proven to be dead. If that was it, that's too many for something like this to happen. And that they're going, oh, it was built in 81, the salt air, Geraldo Rivera. Oh, this thing's been sitting there. The salt air's been hitting it ever since 1981. The wind's coming off the oceans, the hurricanes that's hit it. It's dropping in the sand. All these things they claim. That's their story they want you to believe. If that's true, then there ought to be a few other buildings that were built that year along the Florida coast and every other coast that's got an ocean that are on the verge of collapsing too. Reinforced concrete and steel I-beams. You take a steel I-beam and lay it out here, folks. Guarantee you it's going to, from 1981 to now, that steel I-beam would have some surface rust on it. You could blast off with a damn sand blaster. This is what one of the explanations I heard. Concrete cancer. That's where the I-beam rusts and rusts so bad that it's finally it weakens it, and that weakens the concrete, and that, okay, that's exactly, I agree with that. Now you're going to tell me that whole structure was built under that manner and it all gave at the exact same time. It's the only way it's going to fall straight in its footprint, folks. That damn building should have fell over before it ever fell straight down. Now there's some other stories coming out that people heard the smaller explosions. We'll have to wait and see what the video shows, because I guarantee you there's going to be some videos on it, folks. There always is. Now, I don't think you will find these other explosions, because I don't think it was demolated, or I don't think they used explosives to take it down. They used something else. Probably the same thing they're using to start all these fires out west. Fires so hot that the ash is left on the ground as white ash. Fires so hot, bathtubs, stoves, refrigerators, washers, dryers are melted in. The only thing left standing are fireplaces. Brick block fireplaces. These trees burn from the inside out. Guardrails along the road. The bolts inside the wood heated up so much it caught and melted the guardrails and the bolts, and the wood burnt from the inside out where the bolts were inside the wood. People died in their cars trying to escape. Said the people that did escape said the flames were moving so fast You couldn't outrun them in a car. These are all descriptions of that. What was that place? Paradise or something like that. What was that town? Oh my, it's just unbelievable. Everybody needs to start waking up, man. People, whoever sees this, spread these videos, share them with whoever. I don't care, but you guys need to start looking into this stuff. Once they lock down the internet, like they're getting ready to do in the UK, if this happens within 3 weeks, you won't have nowhere to get any information once they do that. You'll only have what they give you. Your doggone internet will be pretty much like your TV. The only thing that'll be on there is what they want you to see. There won't be nothing else, nowhere else to go. And if you start going to the libraries, they'll just shut them down, burn all them books. This is a book burning. It's been going on for the last year, people. It's just not books, physical books. It's information on the internet. This is the book burning. You know what comes after that? They don't need to build no train tracks. They don't need to build no trains or the cars to pull you in them. There's some other things they don't need to build either. Think about it, folks. All these steel factories that went out of business. Wouldn't be hard to turn them things into ovens, would it? Not around here, it wouldn't be. Hell, there's factories all around here that have been shut down for years. Who knows what they're doing inside them buildings? We wouldn't know it. They're so massive. They could drive semis and shit in there. You bet they are. Definitely. They are. We are in these days have been written about in the Bible. No doubt. That's what I go by too, sir. I'm going to get off here for now. I got stuff I got to do, but you guys always remember God loves y'all, and I love you too. Only way out of this is through Jesus Christ. If you don't have him in your heart, please get him there. I'm begging. I pray that you do. I pray that something sinks in and you seek that. And I hope you do. The end of days is here. And I hope you guys will be walking up the stairway with me, not on that party bus and on that highway. You guys have a good day out there. Till next time.